kid's toy plop. It's no pirate ship, but it might just rock. A cheeky little tale in my naughty book.
You've got a band, right? One's called Amazing, huge in their day. They drop a new album after 5 years and bam, a top critic just says the singer has completely lost it. So what actually happens when a comeback from a beloved band doesn't quite stick the landing?
Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today. We're looking at Remastered, the new album from the Period Jam, and we're seeing it through the eyes of quite a critical review in The Guardian. Remember the band, Stephen Nightingale on vocals and bass.
Yeah, Bob Croydon on guitar, Fredo Dixon on drums.
And Dee Gillingham on that boogie-woogie piano. Icons, really.
Right. And our mission here is, well, to unpack this review. What are the key takeaways, the surprises? It's not just about what the critics said, but what it tells us about, legacy, creativity, maybe going off the rails a bit. So let's get into it. The Guardian review starts by setting the stage. It reminds everyone the original album back in the mid-'80s was considered amazing.
Yeah, it says a pretty high bar.
Definitely.
And then, almost immediately, the hammer drops, the main criticism, that this remastered version, well, just adding more drums on it and references to TikTok doesn't make the album any better than it was before.
Ouch. So it's not just bad mixing, it's like a fundamental misunderstanding of how to update their sound.
Exactly. It sort of highlights that trap classic bands can fall into, trying to sound current by just sprinkling in modern stuff. It often just feels superficial.
And it seems like that criticism isn't just about the sound. The actual track list looks pretty telling, too. Some really odd titles. Like track 1 is Sitting on My Lap and See What Pops Up. Okay, but then it comes back as track 10.
As an orchestral version with guest vocals from Michael Ball and Alfie Boe.
It's certainly a choice. Unconventional, maybe, or just bizarre.
It's a real mix. And then you get to track 3, My Bloody Wife Has Done It Again. The review flat out says it's not a music track.
Yeah.
It's literally Steve moaning about his wife in the recording booth for 7 minutes straight.
7 minutes. Wow.
But, and this is the kicker, the critic then says, saying the rant about the loading a washing machine was very funny.
No way. So even in this, totally non-musical rant, there was something genuinely funny.
Apparently. It's sort of grudging praise, isn't it? Even when it's completely off-piste, there's something there, a raw, unfiltered something.
Huh. So maybe not completely lost it, just lost the plot a bit. And the weirdness continues, right? You've got really provocative stuff like track 4, Ed Sheeran Can Fuck Off, Ginger Twat. Very direct.
Yep. And track 9, Wank Bank, also pretty direct.
Balanced, I guess, with the mundane. Track 5, another song about how London pints are so expensive. Relatable, maybe?
Possibly. And then there's track 7, Running Out Ideas Fast, which feels almost painfully self-aware.
And that cover. Track 6, a cover of The Lion Sleeps Tonight with more bongos.
More bongos. The whole track list just paints this picture of chaos, maybe desperation. It feels like a band, or maybe he's just Nightingale grappling with what on earth to release after all this time. Is it shock value? Honesty, just throwing spaghetti at the wall.
And all this sort of chaotic energy, it leads right into the reviewer's final, really damning verdict, doesn't it?
It really does. The bottom line from The Guardian is brutal. Stephen Nightingale needs to do the legend slot at Glastonbury and then retire because he has completely lost it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just retire. That's not just about the album. That's about his whole future, his legacy.
Precisely. It raises that really difficult question, doesn't it? For any artist with a long history, when does pushing boundaries become, just embarrassing yourself? Or is it always valid creative expression, even if it's messy? And that's the core tension this review throws up, I think, this challenge for older bands. How do you stay relevant? How do you update your sound without losing what made people love you? It's such a fine line between, reinvention and just a misstep, a very public one.
Yeah, exactly. So it leaves you thinking, doesn't it? When you look at artists with these long, incredible careers, what does retiring gracefully even mean? Is it better to stop or just keep creating, even if it's not hitting the mark anymore? How much do artists owe their past versus how much freedom do they have to just explore, even the really bizarre stuff? Something for you to chew on.
Sit on my lap and see what pops up. A naughty surprise like a kid's toy plop. It's no pirate ship, but it might just rock. A cheeky little tale in my naughty book. Life